Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the armor abilities and equipment in Halo 4 that you normally can't use, or you normally don't get to see at all either. And much like weapons and vehicles, there's quite a few in Halo 4. And some of them do very, very interesting things. And some of them you can't even use at all. But we'll be taking a look at all the ones that you can use and seeing what they do and what they're like to use as well. So some of these I have covered in previous videos, but now, you know, like with weapons and vehicles, now that Halo 4 mod tools are out, there's a lot of really interesting things hidden in there that are cut from the game or never used. So let's get right into it. The first one is a basketball, or what supposed to be a basketball. It's literally an equipment you can pick up, and you equip it, and you can, I guess you can use it. Like when I activate the equipment button, it just disappears, and that's it. It doesn't really seem to do anything. So that's it for the basketball. Next up, we have an ammo box. This seems like an obvious one, but it's a, I guess it's like a cut or temporary placeholder ammo box. It's just a flashing yellow pyramid, I guess, and yeah, it doesn't seem to really do anything either. Next up, we have the active hacker armor ability. This one is an interesting one. I could not get this one to fully work. I could pick it up, and when I try to activate it, doesn't seem like anything happens. But according to some articles I read out there about this, it's supposed to like shoot out like blue particles, and any like enemies that get caught in it, their armor abilities get disabled, which actually sounds pretty cool. But on MCZ, for some reason, I don't think I could get it to work in this case. At least something happened. Next up, we have what's called the capture turret. This one is, once I activate it, it just spawns like this sentry drone on the ground. The drone, I don't actually know if it attacks enemies or not, because we were all friendlies here in this recording, but it just spawns and stays on the ground, looks around. Next up, we have the evade armor ability. This one is left over from Reach, even like it's the thing that you pick up is the same model as Halo Reach. I just can't activate it though. When I activate it, nothing happens. It might be because like I lack the animations. The Halo 4 Spartans don't have the animations to do evade, but yeah, as you can see, nothing happened there. Next up, we have the fart pack. This one is just a grunt jetpack that you see in campaign or Spartan Ops, where once the grunts, you know, when they jetpack up, you see like a little green explosion underneath them. Well, that's I guess a 3-for-3 joke about it looking like a fart, hence fart pack. Next up, we have the Covenant Jetpack, or just Cov Jet Pack, and there's actually two versions of this. There's one that's just a regular Cov Jetpack, and one just for Jackals. But they both pretty much function the same on a Spartan. I didn't really notice any difference, so I'll just be showing one of them here. And you can see that's how the Covenant Jetpack works. Next up, we have the Juggernaut armor ability, and this one's a pretty cool one, actually. I believe it's, I guess it's like a leftover armor lock, modified armor lock, because it, you know, there's no armor lock animation, but you'll see why in a second. So when I activate it, I go to third person, and then a second later, you see like that armor lock effect. When your armor lock shields like disengage, it's the exact same effect from Halo Reach. I just don't do that armor lock animation on the ground, but it does put me to third person, just like armor lock, and then when it runs out, it plays that effect and then puts me back in first person. So that's probably left over from Reach, but like modified a bit. Next, we have the drop shield. This one's probably also left over from Reach, but because, you know, there is a drop shield in Halo 4, I think, I believe, but this one is different. It doesn't use any like actual like shield effect. It actually has a pretty weird shield effect here, probably like a placeholder or test or whatever like that. I mean, it works, and the effect is kind of cool. It looks almost like it'd be like a Halo 1 kind of drop shield, like from custom edition days. But yeah, next we have another leftover Reach armor ability. You can tell like there's a lot of leftover stuff from Reach and Halo 4, because all the Halo engines are pretty much the same, and things carry over between games. But we do have the sprint armor ability left over. It pretty much functions like, you know, the built-in sprint ability, which itself is also an armor ability, actually. It's just kind of built into the bipeds or into your character. But the actual sprint armor ability is still left over. And for the last one we'll be taking a look at, the last functional one at least. There were more, but a lot of them just I couldn't pick up, or they wouldn't do anything, or they would crash the game. But this one is the teleporter ability, and I wish this one was included. I'm guessing the boost ability was the replacement for this, or the final version of this, I guess. But the teleporter one is really cool. See, once you activate it, it makes you active camo, and then kind of like pushes you forward at a fast speed until you stop, and then it makes you visible again, so it looks like you're teleporting. It's a really cool armor ability, and I really wish it was, you know, polished up a little bit and included in the final game. And as you saw earlier, if I wasn't careful and I teleported into something solid, I could die. But yeah, nonetheless, this is a really cool armor ability, and I don't think it's different than like what the Knights use in campaign, or the Prometheans use to like teleport around. This one is a cut unused ability. It is included in the game files still. I believe it actually is on the actual MCC files, but it's also in the mod tool files. But yeah, it's a really cool ability to use, and it's actually kind of fun to play around with as well. But anyways, there you guys have it. Those are all the secret armor abilities and equipment in Halo 4, hidden in either the game files or the mod tool files that you normally can't use. And that's what it's like to use them. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments. Anything you want me to check out or look into, just let me know in the comments down below. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye guys!